What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Around the World with Steven. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I appreciate you. What's up, worldies and travelers? How are we all doing today? I've got a good one, but before we get into today's video, please like, share, subscribe, because you're amazing, and thank you all for your support. Now, today we have another confessions video. Yeah, we love those, don't we? Crazy stories that we heard the other time, somebody doing it with the waiter and stuff like that. What I remember, someone accidentally burning her garage down, and the other lady who was like the freaky lady. Man, the first one was crazy. We're getting back into it now. Do join our Discord, ATW Vibe Zone. Link is in the description. Or if you have Discord, just look for ATW Around the World Vibe Zone, ATW Vibe Zone. Like, share, subscribe. Get us back into the algorithm, because we've been kicked out of the algorithm, sadly, and everything is slow now. So get us back in the algorithm. I love you all so much. Let's get this. Now, this is the confessions part 2. This says, my girlfriend left me for her cousin. Yikes. What? My girlfriend left me for a cousin. This gives me the aches. This gives me the... I don't want to talk much. Like, share, subscribe. Love you all so much. Let's get into this. Let's see. Yes.
The last one was crazy.
Yeah. It was insane. There were so many parts where I feel like you guys live crazy lives, and I keep wanting to read them, and I'm like, no, I need to save it because I want to get my reaction on camera, you know? I don't want to dwell on it. Ooh, should I leave the Google Docs? I'm gonna leave the Google Docs linked in the description. It's not a Google Docs, I don't know what it is. It's like one of those ask me a question, you know, Google things. Please leave your confession below. So these are all your confessions. This is not Reddit. This is not no random bits that we don't know from down the block. This is your confession that we're reading right now. I have my iPad because, again, I'm reading it literally with you same time. First confession. I've been with my fiance for 9 years now. He started balding a few years ago, and I'm a bitch, and I like to give him shit for it. Every time he pisses me off, I sign up for the Bosley hairless mailing list, and I give him his phone number and our address. To this day, he is still perplexed as to why he gets a million Bosley mailers and phone calls. That's how often he annoys me.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a Bosley is, I'm sure it's like one of those hair loss companies, hair transplant companies, hair growth serum companies, you know what I mean? For guys, probably.
And he's
Do you know how annoying that will be? Like, you're home thinking about yourself, like checking the mail every time, and you're getting this balding hair treatment stuff every time. Bro, I'm going to call the company and tell you to F off. That's what I'm going to do. That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
trying to get it every time. Oh, he doesn't want it.
Yeah, she's annoying him. It's like spam calls. Bro,
Right,
why do I
yeah.
get so many spam calls in a day?
It's all of us.
Yeah, I guess sometimes too.
Sometimes I get
Sometimes.
like 20 a day.
20 a day?
Yeah.
What are you
Honey?
what are you doing?
Have you ever picked them up and they're like, it's like the Chanel store?
No.
And then it's an ad. I have to be a little bit sensitive to this one because Dun-Dun's here. What if you just got a bunch of hair transplant mailers? Right?
Actually, I'll be super annoyed.
I just have a question.
I'm thinking,
sorry.
I'm thinking.
I know. No. I just have a question though.
Yeah.
This is really random. So let's say you're dating this girl and she's like your soulmate. She's the love of your life, or at least you think so. Like you guys get along, everything's perfect. And suddenly every time that you go on the internet, everything is like an engagement ring ad. You know, your YouTube ad is like an engagement ring ad. You go onto Reddit, you get these engagement ring ads. Just fucking engagement rings everywhere. Do you feel like that's, you know, something giving you a sign to propose? Like, what's the vibe?
And we share the same laptop, right?
No. Maybe she sometimes uses yours, though.
Oh, then for sure it's a sign.
It's a sign what?
It's definitely a sign for you to propose.
For you to propose.
Well, sometimes it's the algorithm too. I remember when me and my wife were planning on getting married, man, we saw a lot of wedding ads everywhere. I found it on Facebook, Instagram, website. It was crazy. Like Efevo Mart, stuff like that. I'm like, what? So what happens is the algorithm picks up what you are currently like watching or what you're currently into, and then starts suggesting stuff to you. There are people selling our data, and that is what it is. So, bro, it is crazy lately how rampant that is. It's crazy. You watch something continuously for a while, you find your ads all following that pattern. You find a lot of things you search following that pattern. Everything. It's crazy how the algorithm works.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if we're sharing a computer, right, and there's an ad, that means someone looked it up. Usually.
So that means the girl wants to get engaged. And
Yeah.
You're gonna propose.
Later, yeah. I'm not ready for marriage right now.
You're not ready for marriage right now?
Nah.
Why not? What's wrong
Damn.
Nothing's wrong with marriage.
with... Yeah.
I
When
just
do you think you'll be ready?
Like when I'm 30. Yeah. I want to marry late, but I do want to date. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah.
Confession number 2. This one's a long one. I hope it's juicy. Are you ready? I unintentionally had my best friend kicked out of school. So one day in school, my best friend and I were just studying for the exam when I told my friend that I'll be using a cheat sheet. She told me to stop because of my good reputation. But I told her that I forgot to study last night because I ate 3 melatonin gummies and didn't realize that it was way too much for me. So it's time for the exam. Me and my best friend were sitting next to each other, and I was just doing my thing, sneaking at my cheat sheet, and when the cheat sheet fell beside my friend's bag while she was getting something out of her bag, one of our classmates shouted, "Oh my god, you have a cheat paper," while pointing at the paper. So
What kind of
No.
classmate is that?
Bro, that is not a friend. At that point, I made the biggest enemy in my life. Not that I'm going to cheat or anything, but you are going to out me like that? Oh, you better walk with a metal helmet and a shield every time, bro. I'll be throwing jabs your way. Are you serious? You better be a model student. Whatever you do, I'm going to point it out. I'm going to out you. What? Bro, what a B word. Are you serious right now? You're going to out me like that?
That's an L classmate.
that's an L. Like, if...
That's an L classmate.
That's
A big
snitch.
L.
First of all, who even does that?
Yo.
If that's not even... I don't even think I'd do that for someone I don't like.
I don't.
Oh really, Beth?
No, because the whole class suffers. Because they're going to be on everybody's
That
ass
is
from
true.
now on.
That is true.
Right.
So you actually suffer. You get nothing out of it. The teachers are just going to be more paranoid. And it's not just going to be the teacher that caught it. It's going to be all the teachers. You know they're going to have a fucking administrative teacher email chat, you know? And everyone's like, we got to get our shit together. This is what I found. And then they're going to be like, hell yeah, let's be dictators. These kids, that's what's going to happen. So really, nobody gets anything out of it. Not one person. And she said, our teacher told my best friend to go with her to guidance. And I forgot to tell you, my best friend's reputation is really bad. She's known to be a bad bitch. Well, let's just say teachers didn't really like her. The next thing I know, I was also called into the guidance and I saw the principal standing there, and that's when I knew I fucked up. My best friend told them that I was the owner of the paper, knowing my parents will be mad if I told them it wasn't me. No, knowing my parents will be mad, I told them it wasn't me.
Dang.
Wow.
Bruh.
I will be so mad.
And that's your best friend.
Yo, this is crazy. This is just insane, man. I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. Oh, well, I'm assuming it's to her, but I wouldn't want to be in this person's shoes at all. No.
Not anymore.
You know what's crazy? We just asked him. We were like, hey, what happens if your best friend fucks your sister? I don't know why. Literally, as I was
Like out of randomly, dude.
As I was setting this up.
And his sister is Jen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And his best friend, I'm just kidding. And so we were like, yeah, what happens if your best friend, like your best bud,
Oh, we're gonna have like a
fucks
10-hour
your
talk.
sister?
10-hour talk.
Yeah, and then he said, like, we'll talk it out, you know?
Definitely sending him to therapy.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Why? He needs therapy for what?
Better choices.
What? Your sister's not a good. What are you saying, man?
And then she said the principal agreed that it wasn't me because I was a great student. My best friend shouted and attacked me, and that's when the principal shouted that she will be kicked out of school. So yeah.
Wow. And she got kicked out.
Yeah, this one is
That makes me mad.
What if you say it was your paper? Then you're gonna get kicked out. Your parents are gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's not my paper. What is that paper? I don't know what that paper is. I never seen that paper before.
I'm sorry to this paper. I don't know this man.
I'm not ready to die yet. I mean, if I'm getting kicked out of school
Yeah.
and I'm gonna die by my parents, I have to do that. Sorry, yeah, I'm L. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, would you not?
No.
Bro, the paper is there. You can't deny the paper, right? It is there. It has to belong to you or your best friend. One or the other. You can't. Bro, this is a hard one. At the same time, I can't blame the friend I can't blame her too much because, like, you want to take the blame, go home, face the wrath of your parents, get kicked out of school, or you're my best friend. You can sacrifice for me on this one. I know you hate it, but man, that's what best friends are for. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna hate me, but I'm gonna do the same. Nah, I'm just gonna tell the truth and face the consequences. It's my paper. It's my paper. Unless my best friend starts acting like extra and then it's her paper or it's his paper. Yeah, but this is crazy.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm like morally above these people, these crazy people over here. It's mainly because I suck at blatantly lying. I can do white lies, but when I do blatant lies, when I'm looking into the eyes of someone and it's so obvious that I'm lying, and like if someone is sitting there and they fucking know the truth, I can't do it. Like I can't just sit there and give you a different
But you're gonna
narrative.
get kicked out of school
Yeah.
and die by your parents.
Yeah, and then I think what would happen is like I'd get kicked out of school, I'd come home and I'd be like, I should have freaking lied. I'm such an idiot. I should have freaking lied. And then I'd be like so upset with myself. So the next story, we'll call her Kay. And you can call me Sean. We're the same age. We're both Korean and we're currently 26 years old. Same bits. Hello, Kay. Hello, Sean. So Kay was my best friend in elementary school and middle school. And we drifted a lot in high school due to her having constantly staying at home. Like she was just a person with a really weak immune system. She eventually went back to school consistently in our third year of high school. So junior year. She's feeling a lot better now and just wasn't as sick as often. Junior year was usually filled with a lot of stress and tests because this is when we would take our SAT exams in hopes of making it into a good college. So we got closer again and talked quite often. She often told me that she felt lonely and she found it hard to make and retain friendships with anyone because she was never able to go out since she was so sick all the time. And the some friends that she would make, they would eventually abandon her because she was never able to hang out with them. And we all know how cruel and rude high school cliques can be.
Right.
So we would start FaceTiming each other every day and sleep at 3 a.m. because we'd be giggling about dumb crushes we had or making up these like what if situations and teasing each other, and I found myself kind of liking her. She was just always there for me when I went through heartbreaks and through my most painful moments. She always knew how to cheer me up. She was also always there to celebrate alongside me during all of my accomplishments. Our relationship was straightforward, but also complicated. She treated me like one of her girlfriends, and she didn't have many, so she trusted me with everything. We stayed close for a long time, even when we went to different colleges. I went to NYU, and she went to a community college in Northern California. We were a few thousand miles away.
This is like a love story.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And I
was about to say the same thing. It's like this is like a movie that is gonna end up with and then she proposed or something like that, because man, the backstory is building, and I'm in for it. Let's go.
Just know it's about to get good because the minute that you said NYU, I was like, give me that storytelling beats. Okay, and then we were thousands of miles away, yet we still kept in contact here and there. I still had feelings for her, but I never felt like she felt the same way because she treated me like she did all of her other friends. There was never any special movie moment, and I never wanted to get my hopes up just to be disappointed. I moved on, and I focused heavily on my education. Okay, whoa, it's getting a lot.
Oh boy.
I was majoring in business management, and she majored in psychology. It felt like our paths, we were never gonna cross anytime soon. Then one day, our second year of college, she told me she got a boyfriend, and they'd been talking for months now. He was 6'1" and a well-dressed Korean man.
The new boyfriend was 6'1"?
Yes. Okay, listen, I'm not saying you're 6'1", but how fucked up would it be if, like, one day I get a confession and it has something to do with us, like, actually personally to do with us? Because you know how recently, your dad got into a car accident or something. Someone's like, I got into this car accident. It's like this whole storytelling spiel about how they got into the car. They were getting drunk. Then they got into this accident. And at the end, it was like the car in front of me was Mr. Mango Butt's dad and Grandpa Mango. Can you imagine? I would
what part of
freaking
the
die.
story?
Yeah, just like, I would die. I don't know why I thought about that. On the 6'1" well-dressed man, I'm like, is it you? I'm just kidding. You're none of those, but that's what
How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
So she was ecstatic, and she felt like the happiest she had ever been. And I was happy for her, you know? I felt like after all the hardship she had been through her whole life, she deserved to be happy. It didn't stop the pain from still stinging a bit, and that was when I realized I still had feelings for her. I don't know what it was in me. Maybe it was the pre-adult angst or just heartbrokenness, but I felt so vengeful. Okay, that's the term.
Oh,
I did not
I
expect
felt
that.
so vengeful. I liked
bro, was she in love with her friend? That is what it seems like to me. Oh boy, now we're getting the drum. We getting the drum. Somebody was in love with somebody. They split classes. The other person found a 6'1" Korean well-dressed man, and the other one is like, man, screw this shit. Screw this shit. I'm about to mess the whole thing up. How dare you? We've been friends for long, man. You didn't know I have feelings for you? Are you serious right now? This 6'1" Korean man is bro. Let's see what happens. I hope it's something crazy just for entertainment.
her, and she was so far out of reach. I did not want to see her unhappy, but I felt unhappy. It felt so unfair. So I decided to do something
boy.
I would somewhat regret, but at the same time satisfied with. So she has a sister. She has an older sister who's 2 years older than us, and she was painfully gorgeous. The pretty genes must run in their family. We will call her sister Rie. I come back to our hometown in Northern California for the summer, and I reached out to Rie to hang out. We hung out back then, but only when I was with Kay and her sister would be home. We spent a lot of, the summer together. Now, going to these various music festivals, and we even smoked weed together a couple of times. Kay was aware of this, but she still was on vacation with her boyfriend most of the summer, so she never really said anything. But it was all very PG, and Rie, just saw me as this childhood friend. But during the second to last week of summer, before I went back to New York, she had confessed to me that she thought I was very good looking and that we should remain in contact when I left. I agreed. I thought she was really pretty and I liked her personality, but I kind of found it fuzzy because whether I actually liked her or did I only convince myself to like her out of vengeance for Kay getting with someone that wasn't me. On the last day, before I left, I had informed her I did not know when I would come back to the city because flights were expensive and I was broke at the time since I was paying off my student loans by myself. Damn, Sean. And NYU is not cheap. She wanted to have sex before I left. Okay, whoa.
Whoa.
She wanted to have sex before I left.
Hot in here.
Whoa, wait,
And we
what?
were both sober, by the way, and it was pretty intense. I felt bad after because at this point in my life, my motives and my feelings were unclear, and I was never the type to be this vindictive person. I left for New York the next morning, and we spent quite a bit of time calling each other throughout the fall season, and Kay ended up hitting me up to FaceTime, and she asked if I was talking to Rie. I admitted to her that we were indeed talking and had been the entire summer. She seemed a bit apprehensive and distant. I couldn't tell if she was trying to be aggressive or if she just felt like, she changed in general because of our relationship, but I didn't think much of it. I laid in bed one night and I was thinking to myself, did I really just fuck her sister out of spite because I was upset about what happened with my relationship with Kay? I fucked her sister. There was no going back from this. And at this point, Kay felt further and further and further away from me. I felt really conflicted, and I didn't know if I wanted to continue pursuing Rie. Did I still have feelings for Kay? It never felt good or right. Then I found out the dumbest shit I had ever heard, and I couldn't stop laughing. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what is
that
going
mean? What's
on?
the dumbest shit? Okay, what do you think is happening? Can we take a guess? I have an idea.
Kay doesn't have a boyfriend. Kay's trying to spy him the whole time.
Whoa! Yeah,
Trying to get him to
bro,
do something. Because,
If that is true, that would have been crazy. If Kay really did not have a boyfriend and pretended to, and due to that, this guy got with her older sister Rie. Oh my goodness, this would be a K-drama worthy movie.
But he couldn't stop laughing. He shouldn't be laughing.
because it's almost like, you know how I laugh in really uncomfortable situations?
Okay, so maybe he's like, okay, so I still have a chance with Kay. Mm-hmm. So he's laughing like, ha ha ha, I was so dumb.
No.
I think he has no chance with Kay, and he's laughing out of like, this is so fucking dumb. Like, I fucked everything up. I ruined my life.
Right,
And
exactly.
at that point, all you can do is laugh because it's so 어이없어, right? I don't know the English word for it. It just means so ridiculous that all you can do is laugh. Yeah,
Right.
like 어이없어, right? Well, let's find out. But I did feel bad for her. Rie had told me that during a big wedding on their cousin's side, it was discovered that Kay and her 6'1" huncho, who was her date to the wedding, were related?
What?
Say what now?
No, 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 no. No, no, no. You and Cousin Bang Bang? No, 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 please. Let this never ever befall me. Definitely. Ha, ha, oh. Are you kidding me?
No.
You're telling me she had been fucking her cousin
Yo, can you stay away from
Stop
like,
it.
6 months?
Get away
that
from
makes
me.
me like,
Get away. Get away from me.
that's so weird.
How did they not know that they were related? Or did they know that
Like
they were
a
related?
distant cousin, maybe?
But they didn't know.
I'm assuming.
Oh,
So
no.
K-drama.
maybe they haven't talked forever.
Like K-drama, you know?
Yeah,
Like
K-drama,
they're always related.
K-drama always does something crazy.
Bro, just imagine that they were coming to the wedding hand in hand, and then they come, dude's family's here, Kay's family's here. Oh my God, you banging your cousin. Hi, 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 hi. Papa, poker face, papa, poker face. Mama, papa, poker face, papa, poker face. Bro, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Good morning, cousin. Yikes.
I thought he wasn't fucking existing. Turns out he exists way too close to the family tree. How are they related?
Wow.
Also, what's up with the K-dramas doing that weird shit, bro?
Ask the director. Dude, I wonder how she felt
I would
after
literally-
realizing it.
I would I don't know what I would do. I think I would jump off something.
So what if it turned
I
out on your
would puke for 1
No.
week straight.
Disgusting stuff. I can't even look at you.
Yo.
Thank God you're not even Korean.
So what would that be? I'm your cousin too?
Yeah, we're all cousins.
Hey.
Stop.
Hey! Like, I don't even know if I could ever mentally repair from something like that.
Oh,
I would
man.
have to seek therapy.
So you think we're gonna break up?
Yes, absolutely. Are
But
you
you-
kidding me? That's
Bro,
disgusting.
I don't care how much like relationship you got. Your cousin, you can't bang your cousin, bro. Are you serious, bro? No. If you find out, it's over. I don't even want to talk to you no more. I don't want to see you no more. It's not out of spite, but out of ick, bro. Are you serious? So we were cousins all along, bro. Please, no. But the painful part is you've grown to love this person. There's not a romantic attachment. This is a nightmare, man. This is a nightmare. You fall in love with somebody, and then oh my God, you bang your cousin. Whose your mom's my aunt. My mom's your aunt. And we're boyfriend, girlfriend, and your dad's my uncle. My dad's your uncle. Ay, ay, ay. Hell no, bro. I'm not talking to you. I'm not seeing you no more. I don't want to see you no more. I'm going for a one week or 1 month spiritual cleansing. I need to get all that off my body, bro. My cousin, it's not like it's icky or anything, but it's family. You can't mix with family. No, you just can't, bro.
Disgusting.
But you guys would
After
still see
8
each other.
years?
No, we're done. I would immediately break up with you. I
After
can't
8
do it.
years?
Ew, disgusting.
After all the thick and through and
Nigga.
Yeah,
thickums
no.
and
Hey, Mr. Mungo Butt, it's cousin. It doesn't matter. It's gonna take some time to get over it. It's heartbreaking, yes, but bro, that's cousin. It's done. You find out it's cousin, it's done. It doesn't matter, bro. It just does not matter. 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, bro. The more the years go up, the worse it gets. But damn, even if it's 100 years, you hit 99 years, you find out that's your cousin. On your 100th year, you gotta break up. You gotta leave. You gotta forget everything, bro. Ah. Bro, how disappointing, disgusting, and heartbreaking would that be? And also icky, bro. That's your cousin. But my question is, you guys never spoke? You guys never talked? You guys didn't ask who your mom is, who your dad is? Like, oh, who's your mom? Oh, my mom. Like, oh, Helen. Oh, I think I have a Auntie Helen, but yeah, never mind. Who's your dad? My dad's Dave. No, my Aunt Helen is married to a Dave, bro. Can I see a picture of them? Oh, you're my cousin. Like, that never came up. That never came up. That never came up. All you guys thought of was the bang bang because you found a 6'1", nicely dressed Korean cousin. Oh, cousin.
dating legends that we went through?
No.
Damn.
Ew. You know, just even the thought of it, I can never look at you the same. I can never treat you the same if I found out that we are somehow related. I would need to cleanse my soul.
let's talk about it. I think like thousands of years ago, we're all related. Come on.
True.
Yeah, but thousands of years ago,
It's
it was
thousands of
actually
years,
appropriate
bro.
for kings and queens to just marry each other and sisters and brothers and cousins because they were trying to keep it pure. This is disgusting.
So
And
what
the
happened?
fact
That's
that
it?
No, she had been her cousin for the last 5 to 6 months. Are you serious? I thought this was a joke. It was unbelievable and it felt like a movie plot, but it was real. Too real.
Ew.
Kay reached out to me, heartbroken, and I talked her through her sorrows. I felt bad. I fucked her sister, her own cousin. I guess their genes were too good. I can't believe this happened. And I vowed to take this damn story to the grave. But I saw this opportunity to give you a potential good laugh. So here you go. We're currently living our own lives, and I broke things off with Rie. I told Rie the truth, and I opened up to her about my confusion and of my intents of getting with her. And she was sad, and I knew it wouldn't have ended nicely, but I tried my best. But I knew I wouldn't be able to mend the damage in her heart.
Dang.
Bro, what the? It gets juicier. And juicier and juicier.
I am not close to either Kay or Rie anymore, but I see them on social media making big moves in their career, and from a distance, I'm proud of them. And I hope they'll find happiness in their lives. I made decisions I regret, and I will have to live with this for the rest of my life.
Wait, is she still with the cousin though?
No!
Are you serious?
That's the plot.
Hey, Mr. Mugglebutt, man, is that a fantasy of yours, man? You've been, I don't care, man. You've been asking a lot of strange questions, man. Like seriously, like, oh, it's a cousin. How about 8 years and stuff like that? And now you're asking if she's still with her cousin, Mr. Mugglebutt. Are you going to still be with your cousin if that happened to you? I'm not. I know you're not. I know you're. I know it's just for entertainment, but man, stop with the cousin talk. Stop, man. I'm getting the aches, bro.
They're married.
Plot twist. She's married the cousin.
Stop, guys, stop, man, stop. I don't.
So
Nah.
disgusting.
Hey.
And what if Zendaya is your cousin?
Like, okay,
No,
but she's not
no,
like a cousin
no,
like me.
no.
She's my other cousin from my side. So she's my
Oh.
mom's.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Hey, Dan, man, you need spiritual cleansing, man. Dan and Mr. Mugglebutt need spiritual cleansing. Both of them do. I don't care if your cousin Zendaya, do ya, hot as hell. No, you're my cousin. I don't care, bro. You my cousin. I do not care, bro. Heck no. Dan, you need cleansing too.
Because technically we're not related.
There's no technicality when it comes to family, bro. Your mom is my mom's sister. If it's on the woman's side, if it's on the man's side, if it's on the cousin's other side, bro, it's still related. I do not care, bro. What? Don't justify it because it's Zendaya? Bro, it's still cousin. Dan. Hey, we need to watch Dan, man.
Hold on, I need to call my sister. She knows shit like this.
Not
Hi,
related.
I have a quick question, sister. So let's say Dan is dating. Would that be incest or not?
No.
No.
What?
They're still cousins.
But they're still like second cousins or something, right?
So is that okay?
I mean, morally, no, but genetic wise, yes.
Nigga, morally no, then genetic, biologically, psychologically, physically, physiologically, mentally, mentologically, ecologically, everything logically. No, I don't know, bro. If you're my cousin, if you're so distant that you're my and not even sin, just I'm not dating you. Bro, let alone cousin. No. Bro, if it's morally no, it is everything Kali no. If it's oh my goodness, man. Don't justify.
No.
He's in the clear to date. That's what my sister's getting from this, okay? He's in the clear to date my cousin Harrison.
Yo, I can't though.
All right, this is the last story. I ended up hooking up with a customer. I, male, was 18 at the time working at Home Depot, and I was still new at the time, and this was my first week, and I was alone on the floor. I worked at the garden department, and we were starting to see a bit more customers since spring was right around the corner. I was working the early shift, 8 till 4:30. Usually in the morning, we aren't that busy, so I was just doing my usual job, restocking aisles. That's when I saw this older woman with a black floral sundress in one of the aisles. I approached her and I asked if she needed any help. She said yes and asked how to take care of roses and carnations, what was the best time to plant them, etc. I helped her pick the dirt that she would need and all of that. This feels very sexual. I don't know why. Like, I've been to the garden section at Home Depot and it's not sexual, but the way that you're describing it is so sexual. While I was helping her get the things that she needed, that she would need for her garden, we're talking, and at first it's pretty basic small talk, but slowly it gets a little more flirtatious. After taking
How old is the woman?
an older woman. That's what he said. I don't know. After taking to checkout, I asked if she would need help loading all of her items into her car. She said that would be great, and we headed to her car. Once I loaded all the items into her vehicle, I asked to see her receipt. I do the normal, thank you for choosing Home Depot, talk and mention the URL link to our customer survey at the bottom of the receipt. I wrote my name at the end of the receipt so she knew it, and then I say, if you like, I can also write my number just in case you need anything else from me. And she immediately said no to the phone number, but instead gave me her email.
What?
Wait, so how old is she? Either she doesn't like you or she's really old. I thought that this was her way of rejecting me, but I still gave her my email. Later at 4:30, I was checking my phone after work and I noticed I had an email notification. It was from her. I could tell it was from her since her email had her name in it. So the first email that she sent me was a simple, "Hey, I hope this is blank from Home Depot." I replied back with a picture of me and said, "Yes, it is me." And I was surprised that she actually sent me an email.
Damn, they're flirting already.
Yes!
But-
she replied back
Her email.
with
But how old is this lady, man? Like, okay, wait. If you okay, phone numbers through personal stuff like that. If you sent an email, "Hi, I hope this is," I picture an older lady on the phone. "Hi, I hope this is Ken from Old Depot," like that in email form. "Hi, I hope this is blank from," she probably typed from a Pentium 1 computer. She sounds old, man. We gotta look into this. You trying to bang grandma? Man, these confessions today, man.
the picture of herself as well and explained that she didn't want her husband to know about me.
Oh, that went 0 to 1,000 real fast.
I thought she would be like this lonely, maybe a widow, maybe just someone who never got married, but your husband? The whole time we talked, sending pics back and forth to one another, our conversations are starting to get more flirtatious. She asked me when was my next day off. I told her I had Wednesday off, and she was glad that it was during the weekday since no one would be home until the late afternoon. We agreed to meet up at Starbucks close to our house at 8 a.m. and see how things go from there. Wednesday arrives, and I head to the Starbucks that we agreed to meet at. I sat down at one of the tables with the coffee that I had ordered. A couple minutes go by. I hear an unfamiliar voice. Asked if the seat next to me was taken. It was her, in this lavender dress. I said no, and she sat down next to me. We talked for a little bit and messed around a little under the table.
No.
No way.
Come on, Red Mango. Come on, Stephanie. Bro, what are you doing? Stop. This woman sounds old to me. I don't care, bro. You come over and is the seat taken? I'm picturing an old woman for some reason. I don't know why. Is the seat taken? I don't want my husband to see it because he's 70. And then you sit down and they start rubbing legs together. Like, yuck. For some reason, it's still icky. Like, I don't know, man. I cannot picture like a 40-year-old woman. I can't picture a 30-some-year-old woman. I picture like a 50-something-year-old woman or a 60-year-old woman. Like walking with a little bend, hips moving side to side. Hey, you want some fun? Like that's what I'm picturing right now. Because of what's going on, and Stephanie Soo is not making it any better.
Honey, can you stop messing with the boogie?
But how's that possible? It's in public.
I
Like,
know.
people will see.
Yeah, Denden, I know, it's crazy.
Unless he's really good with, no, I'm never gonna do that.
Imagine Zendaya wants you to do that.
Yo, Tom Holland might be watching.
So we messed around a little bit under the table. After we finished our coffee, she asked if I wanted to go back to her place. I say yes, and I follow her to her house. And as soon as we get into her house, we're both all over each other. I won't go into detail, but we did end up in her bed. We kept meeting up for 5 months until she had a pregnancy scare. Okay, so she's not 60. God, he was 18, so an older woman could be
Maybe
25.
30. 25?
She took a pregnancy test and it came positive 2 weeks later. She went to the doctor and the doctor told her it was a false positive.
Oh.
This is when reality hit me, and after that I had to cut it off. This woman was 45 years old.
God.
I knew it. I knew she wasn't 30, 40. I would have given her 50 something years, but 45. Bro, she had a lavender dress on. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. And you were 18 or something like that. Bro, cut it off, bro. And she's married. That should have been it. Bro, don't date married people. Boy to girl, girl to boy, like whatever it is, don't date married people. Like just respect the privacy. Imagine how hurt the spouse is going to be. You are breaking a home. Don't date a married person even if they come onto you. Period. This is disgusting, but yeah, I knew she was old.
God dang! 18 with the 45. Let's go.
Okay, that's
Let's
a lot.
not go.
That's
Let's
a
not
lot.
go.
I think the biggest age gap we know is 20 years.
It's almost 3 decades.
Yeah, 3
Dang.
decades is a lot. All right, the next one. I f***ed my boyfriend's favorite teacher out of spite and got caught. I hope I have your attention. The full story is actually even worse and has several plot twists, but it's kind of long. A 4-minute read. I put headers in if you want to skip around. Okay, 1. How am I
The full story is kind of longer, so I'm gonna give you the long version. Full story is kind of like 8 minutes, but I'm gonna give 4 minutes, I guess. That's crazy. Let's hear it. You have your boyfriend's teacher though, out of spite. Dang.
My ex and I met his teacher. My ex, let's call him Alec, is a musician who idolized this other musician. Let's call him Mickey, the musician. In August 2021, Alec and I went to one of Mickey's concerts and happened to run into him right outside the venue. Alec introduced himself and me to Mickey and we talked for a little bit. To be honest, I was feeling Mickey from the very first meeting, but obviously I'm with someone, Alec, right? Anyway, Alec asked Mickey to be his piano teacher slash mentor, and Alec was saying for months how cool it was to meet another Asian jazz pianist in Los Angeles and how much he looked up to him and how great of a mentor he was.
Well, that seems like a very small circle
Yeah.
of people.
Listen, I will be
Asian
Googling.
jazz pianist in Los Angeles.
Pianist.
Pianist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
a-
pianoist.
I figured there's probably 2 of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So which one did you fuck? Have you the other one? Are they good with their hands? Don't answer that. What the heck?
Super fast.
Have you seen the TikTok
No.
of the cat going around?
Yo, that's super fast! Yo, that's super fast, right? Yeah, I think I beat Charlie Puth. You gotta send me that. That was super fast. I've never seen anything like that.
What
Not
is
even
that?
trolling.
So anyways, chapter 2. The breakup. Fast forward to October, Alec broke up with me out of nowhere after 2 years. Even worse, he said he expected me to do it first because he treated me so poorly. So out of sadness and anger, I jokingly told my friends, I'm gonna fuck Mickey to get back at him. I never thought it would happen because I hadn't seen Mickey since the concert in August. How I reconnected with Mickey 4 months after the breakup? Guess who likes me on Hinge? This is what I call manifestation, you know what I mean? The secret or whatever you call it. Mickey.
Nah, it's not manifestation. It's unhinged for Mickey to get back to her on Hinge. I think you talk in your, like, if you have a problem in your relationship, talk about it. If you want to break up, then break up, break clean. Right? Don't be in the middle. You know, that is where problems happen. That is where other attachments happen. And that is what causes entanglements. You find out problems in relationships, and it is all when we separated, when we broke up, when we weren't really talking, when we were on rocky grounds, and I spoke to this and you spoke to that. And then once you get back together, it's a whole lot of entanglement, a whole lot of feelings, a whole lot of hurt. It's this stage where you have to make a decision. Are we going back together or we're breaking clean out? It either has to be one or the other. Or if you're working things out, don't invite people. Don't date people.
He remembered me. He asked me if Alec and I had broken up, and I said yes. And Mickey promptly asked me out. Now, here's the next plot twist. I baited Mickey into matching with me. Wait, what? Wait, what? She said, I saw his profile the week before, but I didn't know if he would remember me after one meeting. So I went and took new photos and set my radius to 1 mile every time I was in his neighborhood so that I would keep popping up on his Hinge stack.
Wow.
Dang.
My first date with Mickey, another big ass plot twist. So we go on our first date, and turns out Mickey was absolutely lovely and everything Alec wasn't. Mickey was much more accomplished. He had thousands of followers and Spotify listeners. He was an actual touring musician. He was taller, had better hair, funnier, more open-minded, manlier, and yes, he had a bigger penis.
Dang.
Okay.
So after our date, he invites me back to his house to hang out. No, literally, he was a gentleman. When I walk in, I hear a huge ass gasp. Right in front of me was a man I had matched with weeks before matching with Mickey. Not only were they roommates, but they were bandmates and best friends too.
Wow.
Stop.
Dang.
See, this is why people, if you live in LA for too long, they keep telling you LA's small. And you think that it wouldn't feel small because, you know, there's so many people there. It's such a big around space, unlike New York. But, you know, when there's only 3 Asian jazz pianists and you 2 of them, like, it's gonna get small. And I say that with love and respect. Like, I am almost jealous. After seeing the cat thing, I'm actually jealous, okay? So not only were they roommates, but they were best friends. The friend was really awkward about it, but Mickey was cool with it. So Mickey and I, we kept seeing each other, and I was spending the night multiple times a week. I had a toothbrush and my favorite shirt at his place, so needless to say, it was going well until we got caught. Chapter, how I knew I was caught. One day, I noticed that 2 people had unfollowed me on Insta. The first one was Mickey's roommate, who apparently couldn't handle seeing me and Mickey together because he still had feelings for me the week we talked on Hinge. Like, the 1 week that they talked on Hinge. Like, get a grip, bro. Get a grip. I'm just kidding. The other one was Alec, who had not only unfollowed me, but also blocked me and deleted all of our photos. I played dumb and I texted him, hey, I thought we were on good terms. Are you mad at me? And days later, he calls me and cusses me the fuck out for 2 hours. How Alec found out? He saw my car on his street because, plot twist, Mickey and Alec are now neighbors. Bro, they live like 15 houses apart, which I had known this entire time. Now
What?
I drive a very generic car, like a white Jeep Wrangler, so how did Alec know it was mine? True, you don't know how many white Jeep Wranglers you'll see in LA. It's a bajillion. He met
Yeah, but you have a specific number plate though. You have a specific number plate though. There can be a bajillion Jeep Wranglers, but your number plate is your number plate, and he has it in his head. Bro, you're not just messing with people in a very small circle, but in a very small circle that live in the same neighborhood and are neighbors. Man, are you kidding me?
memorized my license plate number. I don't even know my own license plate number. What the actual fuck? He said he saw my car in the evening and the next morning and knew that I was having a, you know, it definitely wasn't a girl sleepover, a little slumber party. So the aftermath. So in this 2-hour conversation, which I recorded, LOL, Alec basically shits on me for dating his piano teacher and said he's devastated that every time he drives by his house, he's gonna think of me face down, ass up on Mickey's bed. As you fucking should, Alec. As you.
And the problem is, this is Alec, and this is Mickey. So that even makes it worse. Because remember what the girl said? Bigger muscles, bigger. So Alec is gonna be like, oh my goodness, my girl is right here doing the bowing down prayer thing. Alec is crying because Mickey is shoving the piano down there. Oh my goodness.
Shit, you should be thinking about that just anytime you drive anywhere or just sit there, you eat your breakfast cereal. Just think about it, you dumb bitch.
Wait, whoa.
We don't like Alec. He was mean. He was freaking rude. He broke up with her and said, I thought you should have broken up with me first because of how poorly I treated you. Why you treating people poorly, huh, Alec? And he was also mad at himself because he's the one that introduced us. Now, here's how Alec is. I get blocked, deleted from his Instagram grid, cursed out, yet he still follows Mickey and said nothing to him. Smells like sexism to me, sis. Honestly, I don't mean this in the harsh way, because I know you're hot, okay? Face up, ass down, no matter what you're doing, I know you're hot. But maybe Alec wants Mickey. Have you thought about that, you know?
That'd be another great plot twist.
Exactly. And she's like, then another plot.
That would have been a serious plot twist, but I don't think there's anything romantic. I think it's just a teacher-student relationship. You can't block your teacher, man. You can't block your teacher unless you're done with the school. And bro, it's a guy thing, man. No. I think it's the teacher thing. But it's crazy because Alec and Mickey, you lost her, bro.
He also asked me to ask Mickey if he would still give him piano lessons. Alec is truly trash. He says I ruined his music career by taking away his link to the LA jazz scene, which is kind of true because Mickey shut him out after he yelled at me and realized it was an abusive relationship. Then that's Alec's fault. No, like if you're an abuser, I'm sorry, and people don't want to work with you, that's not her fault.
Right.
What the hell? But Mickey wouldn't have cared had Alec not blocked me and cursed me out because now he just looks like this crazy jealous person. I know I seem like I'm not a great person, but my ex was truly terrible to me, and you can judge me all you want, but I have never ever been happier, or whatever Cassie from Euphoria said. But yeah, me and Mickey are still seeing each other. The end. I'm not even mad about it. Literally not one part. Okay, you know what? The hinge part where you were going into his neighborhood and like setting it to a mile and putting new pictures, some people would call it creepy. I call that getting what you want. I call that getting it done. I call that beating the algorithm.
Bro, if it was a guy doing that, that would be creepy as hell. I call it creepy. I call it doing too much. If it was meant to be, it would have been. You didn't have to like go to a neighborhood, set it to, 1 mile and stuff like that. Of course, at the end of the day, you got Mickey, so it's fine. It's fine. You can disagree. That's fine. You put in the comments if you disagree. But I think it was like doing too much. It's like, oh, you found somebody and they're on Hinge, and then why not talk to them, right? I mean, if you go to that extent of driving to the neighborhood, put it on 1 mile every time, then screw Hinge, talk to them directly. Hey, you know what? How about I come for piano lessons? Or how about you show me around town, do something. You're a lady. You can, be a little bit, but I still think she did too much. If a guy did that, it would have been creepy. If a guy says, oh, you know how I got the girl? I went to a neighborhood every time and set it up. Bro, you were in the neighborhood. You were creepy as hell. You were stalking her. That was what it would have been. I mean, they're rooting for Mickey and the lady, but the lady was still creepy. I mean, in that time, it was still creepy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't judge her, do we?
Nah.
No, what?
Hey,
She hasn't done anything.
she's happy.
Yeah.
Then
I don't even
that's
know
all that matters.
why she thinks she got caught.
Yeah, and that's like a thing that people actually give advice for. You ever get cheated on, it also applies to guys, and you really want revenge. Now, I'm not going to dictate how you live your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. Should you or should you not get revenge? Hey, that's up to you. That's your decision, not mine, right? But if you want the best revenge, you would think, you know how people say, if he cheats on you, you sleep with one of his best friends? They said, you f*** his idol. His mentor, his boss, like this jazz pianist.
Then they're like Zendaya.
Yeah, good luck with that.
No, like a guy that you look up to,
I look up to
idol.
I look up to myself. So how does that work?
It's stupid.
You're so stupid.
So if I look
stupid.
up to my dad,
Be it. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on these? This is kind of wild. I like these. I feel like none of these, nobody was really that bad. I'm really not mad at anyone. I'm supposed to be mad at you guys. Guys, I'm so mad at you guys. Y'all, come on, get it together. Be crazier. Go
get
out there
juicier, get
and
juicier.
fuck some up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out expressvpn.com/biz. Linked in the description. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, this is crazy. These confessions were crazy. Very, very crazy. I mean, looking at Alec and Mickey and how the description was, how are you going back from that? You get done once, you're not going back, bro. Jungle fever. But that is crazy. My favorite confession. My favorite confession. What was it? What would that be? Oh, I definitely didn't like the old woman thing. Bro, you were dating a 45-year-old woman who was married. That was my least favorite. I didn't like that. What was the first one though? I forgot. Put down your favorite confessions in the comment section. Put it down. Oh, the first one was the short one. Yeah, it was the short confession thing. But yeah, I mean, it is crazy, man. I know they said if you get cheated on or if you're in a breakup or something, the best revenge is to, sleep with your man's best friend or your ex's best friend. No. I disagree with that. The healthy way to do it is work on yourself, because you're going to go through a lot of stuff, right? If it is a relationship you were invested in, you're definitely gonna get hurt. If it was something that if it was a guy you liked so much, you're gonna get hurt. Look, best revenge is your ex seeing you and you're doing way better financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. That is the best revenge. If you F one of his people, bro, they will get over it. Of course, they'll be like, man, that's messed up and this and this and that, and they'll get over it, bro. You are putting yourself in a whole lot of other situation. And then they mess with you, and who knows, they get a video of it, they're blackmailing you. You put yourself in a situation that you may or may not be able to get out of. Best thing, forget about it, move on. It's life, things happen. You're not gonna get everything 100%. Don't be messing with people's best friends to get at them. After all, who knows, they might not care. How about that? What if they don't care? What if you mess with your best friend and they meet up, he tells him and they laugh at you. They're like, oh yeah, that's why I broke up with her. She's a whore anyway. I mean, how are you gonna feel? Don't do that. I don't think that is the good way to go. Getting with Mickey out of spite or to get at Alec wasn't the best way to go, in my opinion. I think if she got with Mickey because she genuinely liked Mickey and then she and Alex broke things off, that's fine. But yeah, Alec was an asshole. But getting with Mickey to get at Alec wasn't the best thing. Get with Mickey because you want to be with Mickey, period. Not because you want to get at Alec. But yeah, I mean, great confessions. I love these. It gives you an insight to how people live their lives. It's like gossip. Do want to like, share, subscribe. Let's get back in the algorithm. I love you all so much. Let me know what you think down there. Salute.
Tune in, hit play, let's take a ride around the world with Steven, we worldwide. Stories so wild, they keep you hooked. Subscribe and share, come take a look. Reacting to the stories, the crazy, the real. With every new video, we bring the thrill. From mysteries to drama, we cover it all. Join the fam, let's have a ball. From dark tales to